Also tonight, developing news out of Grand Rapids, a protest ending with police making several arrests as demonstrators clashed with officers.
Tonight's protest coincides with the beginning of the trial of Derek Chauvin, the Minneapolis police officer charged in the death of George Floyd. News 8's Jacqueline Francis spoke with police and protesters tonight, and she's live with the very latest. Jacqueline?
Sue and Brian, police say 8 people were arrested tonight after protesters and officers clashed in the middle of the street, the demonstration ending far different than it began.
We want a better future for ourselves, and we want a better future for our children.
Standing in solidarity, demanding justice for George Floyd. What started as a peaceful march through downtown Grand Rapids ended in chaos as police and protesters clashed in the middle of the street. It all started around 6 this evening when protesters gathered at Rosa Parks Circle. The demonstration was in response to the trial against the Minneapolis police officer charged in George Floyd's death.
Because George Floyd could have been anybody in any other city. He could have been myself.
An hour or so later, the event organizer, Allie Bates, would be seen here getting taken into police custody. She was one of approximately 8 people arrested for violating the city's rules and policies when it comes to freedom of speech demonstrations.
All charges are misdemeanors. They range from obstructing traffic to creating a disturbance and refusing the lawful command of a police officer.
Police say the main concern came down to protesters walking in the street, something police say they'd been told not to do.
I can say tonight that the concern was that, number one, there was a warning, a dialogue right from the get-go. Parameters were established, expectations were very clear and acknowledged.
Police say no one was hurt and that the protesters taken to jail are expected to be released at some point tonight. The department also adding that they plan to work on improving communication and transparency with demonstration organizers to prevent something like this from happening again in the future. Reporting live from police headquarters in downtown Grand Rapids, Jacqueline Francis, News 8.